It's week 2 of the National Football League, and we've got some history in this battle of AFL alumni. It's the Bengals and the Chiefs coming up next.
From one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Two one-loss teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Well, the Chiefs offense going to make their way out, and at the helm, a now three-time Super Bowl MVP in his 8th season in the NFL, it's Patrick Mahomes.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Able to find Gray here. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. You talk about this Bengals defense, currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And that's a ranking that feels good, right? To be #1 and to be the top of your profession. But here's the problem. It's only week 1.
1 week, yeah.
Can they do it 15 more times? If so, then we've really got something to talk about.
That's the challenge. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, that one hurts. I mean, it was third down, of course, but now the penalty, and we're back to first down.
Yeah, it hurts momentum in a big way, and they built that up here in the early going. Now, that leaves the opposition with a first down. That's a mistake you don't want to make at this point in the game.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. And the Bengals will take over possession here up at the 44. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he comes off a tough opening matchup, threw way too many interceptions in that game. Definitely not the way you want to kick off a new season. So he said to himself, I've got to throw that game out. I'm going to get a fresh start right here in week 2.
Now Burrow. A short throw there, pulled in by all. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it second down. From the gun, a give to Brown. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. From midfield now, Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. The Bengals had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And what doubly stings for them, CD, they lose week 1 at home, and now here on the road week 2. So it's certainly not a must-win, but boy, you hate to start a season with 2 straight losses.
Yeah, because you sort of feel like you're playing from behind right from the beginning, and that can really mess with your confidence. Plus, if you get to 0-2, here come the articles, here comes the sports talk shows, pointing out the small percentage of teams that make the playoffs after they begin a season 0-2.
Open man is Yoshivas, and he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line. And they go play action now. Burrow. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again, it's Burrow. They're looking for Higgins, but it is intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Jermaine Pratt was there on the coverage defensively. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. You talk about this Bengals defense. And they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked number 9 in the NFL.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Charlie Jones deep for Cincinnati. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and it looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now 3rd and a yard. Play action. It's Burrow. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. And now here comes Kansas City. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. Oh, I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he will have a Chiefs first. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have. I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Got a man. It's Brown. And that's good for of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a few inches left. We're scoreless after one. Second quarter from Arrowhead. It's the Chiefs in possession. Still a few inches short of the first down as they come up now on second down. Mahomes going to throw. That's into the hands of Worthy. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch there. Good for 10 yards and a first down. Now here's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy once again. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From the 43, here's second down at a yard. They run it with Pacheco from the gun. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
And this pass caught by Gray. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 232. Rush coming, and he's taken down. It was Miles Murphy who fired in and got him to the ground.
The drive had started well after a punt last time. Now it's slowed down a bit, and let's face it, they don't want to punt the ball in back-to-back series. They want a sustained drive on this one.
After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. Kelsey has it over the middle. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, the spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, part there, bigger points. Finally got out of it. You find the end zone. That's what he's searching for now.
And now here come the Bengals. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. This will be caught by Brown. The result, only 4 yards there on the play, and it'll be second down. In motion goes the tight end. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Steps away to his left. He stiff arms him. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the first down.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. This one complete to Yoshibas. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. An inside give, Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his 2nd week of the regular season. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And it's caught. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get in to pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They try and run forward here with Brown. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. It's complete to Brown, right side. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. 3rd and goal, Burrow. Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
McPherson's kick is good. So 3 points on the board, as easy a field goal as you're going to get, but I can see you shaking your head.
I love that peripheral vision of yours, partner, because to me, if it's the 4th quarter and you're up 6, I get it. But now, even if you run and don't get in, you're still setting them up to go a long field, 98, 99-yard drive. How do you look at your defense and not give them that opportunity?
And able to get this out to the 25. The Chiefs going to go back on offense one final time in this 1st half. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Chiefs now going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this 1st half. They go play fake. Mahomes. He finds his man complete. It's Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. On play action, it's Mahomes. Got a man over the middle, Worthy. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. To throw, it's Mahomes. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Butker's kick here is good, and they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Final play of the half for Burrow and company. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. More from you and Charles in a bit. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here in the late window. We'll begin with a couple of AFC heavyweights from years past. Pittsburgh taking on Denver. And it's the Steelers out in front in the second quarter. A touchdown run for Najee Harris. Next, we head off to check out another game. And they were losers in their ball game as the visiting Buffalo Bills come in and took it to them. Josh Allen, 3 touchdown passes as his guys bounce back from the defeat on opening weekend. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville, see what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting Cleveland Browns. Deshaun Watson, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their second straight to start the year. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This is a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And they're on the losing end of things here. What do they need to do if they're going to turn things around, CD?
Partner, it's awfully close to being a must drive here, I think, for them, because I think a touchdown here in this opening drive is something they absolutely have to have. They only managed 3 points in the first half. They know that's not going to get it done. So without adding pressure to them, they already know the stakes. They need a touchdown here to get things started.
Got a man open. It's Chase. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Here's Burrow. He finds his man, complete. It's Brown. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 9 here. Again, it's Burrow. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
He's known for his legs and his fancy footwork, but he's not getting much of a chance to use it here. The defense continued to hold the upper hand by bringing him down on that play.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So here are the Chiefs to take over. They were losers a week ago to Baltimore, but they lead things here as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive here with Pacheco. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. They'll give him 4 yards there. 3rd and 7 now. Mahomes now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a 1st down.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. He's going to go ahead and throw out the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get his second one.
Now Burrow. Open man is Higgins. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. On the handoff, this is Brown. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Now it's Burrow. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's a give to Brown. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. It was simply and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he's going to go down here as sacked. They push him back to the 34. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. He'll drop to throw. And that one too wide and incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie things up at 6-6. Well, they're able to come away with the interception, Charles. They aren't able to move the ball all that much. However, they do get 3 out of it with a field goal.
Yeah, and anytime you do force a turnover, You have to come out of it with points. Everybody wants 6. They'll take the 3 there. Now it's their opportunity to do it again.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs offense and Patrick Mahomes headed back onto the field. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. 2nd down and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 36. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. 2nd and 5. And again, it's Mahomes. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelce. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 20-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Here's Mahomes to throw. Finding Gray on the out route. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage.
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Chiefs have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our 1st touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long, but now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Now it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Burrow will throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. Still going inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamar Chase, 70 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You've got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner. Boy, that was well executed.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. This will be caught once again by Brown. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first. Mahomes going to throw. Short throw hauled in by Kelsey. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 15-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And he's going to get it inside the 10 to the 7-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. To throw, it's Mahomes. Flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Patrick Mahomes, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Chiefs answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking, nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates, I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So Burrow and the Bengals down 20-13, 2:25 remaining. They'll have 2 timeouts and, of course, also the 2-minute warning as they go to work on first down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. This one complete to Yoshivas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Here's Burrow. Open man is Chase, complete. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Throwing, Burrow. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Burrow. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining. 1st and 10. To throw, Burrow. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Here's 2nd and a yard. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Chiefs have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
And the Chiefs offense ready to go again. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's 1 timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
And they'll indeed take a knee. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So for Kansas City, they at least get the win here to earn a split of their first 2 home games. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Atlanta Falcons. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they'll drop to 0-2, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.